traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1549th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. Oscar Carboni here. This 1549th installment of these educational videos is coming to you on a Wednesday night for trading Thursday, December 1st, 2016. We're in December already. Could you imagine? All right, so before we speak about the topics on the board, remember, and if you don't know this, you should, futures trading is extremely risky, causes substantial financial loss, is not suitable for all traders. You must have risk capital to lose if you're going to play this game. I am somebody who tells you at all times to put stops in before you even trade. Put the stops in, put them in first, and a stop is your best friend. There are rumors out there that stops don't always work, but I have to tell you, since the electronic era started and I left the trading floors, I have not met a single client, including myself, that has been blown out on an electronic stop. So put those stops in, they'll help you, and let's get moving forward. We have, for trading on December 1st, a red OMNI. I thought we were just going to go gangbusters after today, but a red OMNI shows up in the Nasdaq, in the Russell, in gold, and in soybeans. So, you know, the Russell, that probably includes the ES as well. But Nasdaq, Russell, gold, soybeans, looking to me like we've got a red OMNI. We will be selling the rallies in those markets for trading on Thursday. The F flag and OTAPMA, that is basically the subject matter of tonight's video, and I know that it's a little bit odd because the F flag is an Oscarism, OTAPMA is Oscar's, it's the Omni Trading Academy's proprietary moving average. These are two things that aren't really customary, so, you know, the video is going to be a little bit more about Omni than usual, but there are some other techniques that are, of course, are bland, and everyone will understand them, and we'll go over those. But the F flag and OTAPMA all over the charts, and I have to show you that. Gold, silver, still looking weak technically, and let me add another chart. I've been showing you many different charts lately, bonds and interest rates. I want to show you that. Traders, I think you're going to love what you're about to see. The charts are clear. They speak for themselves. If you'd like to learn how to analyze markets, how to be a great analyst when it comes to pulling a trade from a chart, I can teach that to you in Las Vegas at my Omni camps. I hold Omni camps about 3 times a year, and only 5 of you are invited to come out. 6 is the biggest crowd I've ever had. I don't want to teach this craft to too many, but 5 to 6 of you at a time, 3 times a year, come out to Vegas. My next camp will be February 9th through the 14th, and there's only 1 open seat. If you would like to qualify for that seat, come to livewithoscar.com, click the OmniCamp banner, fill out your application, and I will call you personally to qualify you for the remaining OmniCamp seat. Traders, with no further ado, come on down to livewithoscar.com to my free trading room, and let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, last night I came out with this very chart in one of my Camtasia shoot videos, and I showed you that we fell out of an F flag and rallied back into it, right? So that was this bar right here. Fell out of the F flag, but turned around, rallied back in. The F flag is this big pink one. At the same time, once this bar was completed, this one didn't exist yet, we recognize that now this looks like another F flag. So you've got a smaller F flag inside of a larger one. So I showed this to you and I said it's an Oscarism, the F flag times 2. But then the S&P came back down and fell out of the F flag on settlement, and that's where we were on Wednesday afternoon when it settles. So we're not just going to look at the S&P chart only, right, to see if we're going to buy or sell. We're going to look at the rest, and Nasdaq has been one of our leaders, and if you ask me, Nasdaq has completely fallen out of the F flag and is now heading towards my OTAPMA. That's why this is called the F flag and OTAPMA. So we fell out of an F flag. Usually that happens for a couple of days in a row, and it looks like we're about to get below OTAPMA, and every time we do, it seems to be an event. So we'll see what happens if we get lower, but there is a red OMNI for trading the Nasdaq, and certainly for this next chart, the Russell 2000. Now, the Russell 2000 daily bar fell out of the F flag 3 days ago and is now creating a new channel towards the downside. You've got to be bearish when you see that, especially when you've got a red Omni, right? You've got to be bearish. So we will sell the rallies in the Russell and the Nasdaq, likely the S&P as well. Traders, here's your gold. I've been showing you this chart for so long. It's been working so well. Once again, gave us a fantastic trade on Wednesday. Beautiful trade right there. It hit and dumped, and we expect more of the same action. And it's not just in gold. Here's another F flag, an Oscarism F flag, but this is a bearish F flag. That's the gold, right? Let's go look at the silver now. Look at silver. It's the same thing below the 200 bar moving average, breaks the big channel, now creates an F flag, and what should happen is just continue on down for a little while inside of that F flag. That's what we're expecting in your precious metals. And then you've got bonds. Traders, 30-year bonds. I want you to take a good look at this chart. Why? This is a weekly, not a daily. Each one of these bars represents a whole week's worth of trading. Look at how long weekly we have been inside of this channel. Look at how many times it held. Gets above my OTAPMA and stays inside the channel, stays inside the channel. Once again, every time it came down, it stayed. It held here. Not only did OTAPMA meet the channel up here, we pierced the channel and OTAPMA. Two things that don't usually happen. That's where bonds are right now. And if you ask me, nothing more than an F flag building right here in the bonds. You see it? It's about as clear as day. Now, what does this tell you? Traders, if you're worried about interest rates, whether or not they're going to go up, do you recognize that if the bond market goes down, interest rates go up inherently? They have to. So if this is an interest rate and this is the bond, if bonds go down like they are doing here, interest rates automatically go up. The Fed is not necessary. The Fed is not doing this. Traders are raising rates right now as they push bonds down. So I wanted you to see how that works, and I wanted you to recognize that it looks like this time we may have a top in bonds for real, because we haven't been outside of this channel in quite some time, and we certainly haven't been below the Omni Trading Academy's proprietary, and in the form of a bear flag or an Oscarism F flag, if you will. Remember, bonds down, interest rates go up. That happens automatically whether the Fed raises or not. Traders, come on to livewithoscar.com. Come on down, join me in my live free trading room, and I'll see you there. Okay, traders, you've seen the charts. You've got my technical argument for why the F flag and OTAPMA has become important to us, why gold still looks weak, and bonds, what the chart looks like, and what it means for bonds and interest rates as they move around. Traders, please come join me at livewithoscar.com, but let me tell you, not every trade is going to win. No one can possibly win all the time. In fact, this morning, we get into a soybeans trade. Most Omniacs make about 12 to 15 points. We get back into the trade again. Most Omniacs make at least 10 points. Fantastic. Then we get into gold, and we make over 11 points in gold. So whoever stayed in made 11 points in the gold. We're having a fantastic morning, right? These are big trades. So I say, let me expand this out. Let me call all the Omniacs and give them a free room trade. The ones that don't pay for my recommendations, let me give them a free room trade. Let me throw them a bone. What do you think happens? I get them into the Nasdaq, we lose $600. My apologies, kids. I'm sorry. You know, I was running so well. Omni was so hot this morning. I thought if I throw you guys a bone, it'll work just like that. The only bad trade of the day happened to be the free room trade. My apologies, kids. I will try to make it up to you on Thursday. Come on and hang out with me at livewithoscar.com. All right, traders, that's about it. Remember, this is a very emotional game. In fact, yesterday we were probably up over 3,000 and only gave back 600 of it in NASDAQ. But it got very emotional, just that NASDAQ trade. There were a lot of traders bugging yesterday, or I should say today, because I'm filming this video on Wednesday. The video is for Thursday. So the trading I'm speaking to you about was Wednesday's trading. Again, my apologies, Omniacs. It doesn't usually happen that the room trade goes bad, but it did. Hey, head down, nose to the grindstone, on to the next trade. Traders, livewithoscar.com. I'll see you there. Remember, keep those emotions at bay if you can. Do not type with your fingers on your keyboards. If you get emotional, go like this, go like this, sit on your hands. Do what you got to do to not change your orders. I don't want you changing stops. I don't want you canceling stops. I don't want you messing with your orders. We have a definite game plan every day. We know where we're going to buy or sell. We know where we're going to get stopped out if we're wrong. We know where the profit objectives are. We do not change our trading plan throughout the day. My advice to you traders that don't know that is come up with a plan on Tuesday night for trading Wednesday. Come up with a plan on Wednesday night for trading Thursday. But do not interfere with your plan. Only trade at the planned levels. If you don't know how to do that, hang out with me at livewithoscar.com in my free trading room, and I'll teach you that discipline. All right, traders. So, once again, keep those emotions at bay. And one of the best things you can do, as far as I'm concerned, is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll live with Oscar.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you there. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.